Hey, welcome. If you hear anything chaotic in the background, just ignore it. But welcome, EUC Learn Along. Hello. Again. What do we got going on? Well, we changed our theme. We went with a dark theme. My eyes feel so much better. But what are we doing today? Yeah, we're kind of jumping around. So we're going to start doing some better practices when we set up some of these infrastructure components. We won't start with domain services to set up that, because more than likely if you're in EUC, you're not doing that. Somebody's doing that for you. But if you got to set up a Citrix, can't even say Citrix right, Citrix infrastructure, you need some additional components so that you can have high availability. All right, and to lead on to that, let's do something new, something we haven't touched yet, and that we hinted at in some older videos. So I went ahead, or a while ago, got the ADC installs. I think now they went back to NetScaler. They change names every 2 weeks, I guess. And then we got our ADM, which was called Mass at some point. Again, changing names. But we'll start out with the NetScaler appliances. We'll set these up. We'll just get them set up, and then we'll set up another DDC, storefront, and all that good stuff, and then we'll do some load balancing and some cool stuff. That way, when we set up a lab, we're not doing everything by best practice, but you got the basics down, and then you can build upon that, start getting secure with your certs and, all that good stuff. But anyhow, I went ahead and created 2 folders for our lab. All you do is when you download Citrix, you get this compressed file, you just extract. Alright, so I downloaded for ESXi. Hold on, I gotta eat some of my yogurt. I'm hungry. Just extract. Only file we kind of need. And then when you go to create, you just need to open. Use that OVF file. Alright. Give name. ADC1. Excuse me. There's 1. And we're going to do 2. Yeah, all I did was extract the data out the zip file. I think there's one for Hyper-V. Eventually at some point I'll go back to Hyper-V. Just kind of going back and forth with these technologies, see differences, but I'm a big fan of VMware, especially with Pro being free for at home. Personal use. Alright. Let's organize some of this. There we go. Round 1. Again, these are appliances. I think we did appliance in the past for Profile Unity. Stratosphere. We didn't set it up in Workstation. We actually set up ESXi and set it up within there. Again, same principle. You just imported the OVF and a couple other files, and you're good to go. Alright, so it's already ready. And we set up Zen Server. So all this should be somewhat familiar. Got pecan in my throat. Alright, so here we go. Let's turn on our numlock. Was it 35 dot? Alright, we'll use 200. 255. 35.2. That is our lab, correct? I believe so. Save, quit. Alright, let's go to the next one. 19 numlock 192.168.35. We'll do 205. We'll have some IP addresses in between. Alright, so out of the box, you just need to edit one setting within the network adapter. We'll set that up. That way we can actually access the console. There we go. Or you can have a custom one. It don't matter. Anyhow, they're rebooting. And I think we do have the latest. But when a new version comes out, we'll go over patching them too. We can do old way of doing them, or a better way to using the ADM. Alright, well, there you go. We're ready to go. I don't like using this. I like using graphics. Went ahead and created some shortcuts. If it's invalid, don't worry about that. But we got 200, that's our ADC 1, ADC 2, 205. Alright, we're good to go on both of them. Yep. And that's root. And that's root is our default password. Alright, we're going to give it a more secure password. There we go. No thanks. Alright, got little hints at the top. Our PC node configured with the default password. You must change default. Got it. All right. That's root, that's root, and that's root, and that's root, and then our handy dandy secure password. We're moving along, look. NetScaler. So we're going to mess with this one. ADC1 will kind of be our primary. 192.168.35.201 will be our SNP. Host name, ADC1, DNS IP address. Oops. Alright, we'll leave that on. Alright, we're good. Alright, we've got more prompts. Sorry for the crunching. Alright, so talking about port 3008. But to be honest, we're not going to be using SSL. That's one of those things we won't be doing in our home lab yet. We just want to set it up and start leveraging and practicing and learning how to do some of this traffic management and stuff like that. Alright, so I think we're logged in. Let's give this one a 35.206. Done. Yeah, we can do all this later. ADC 2.168.35.133. Done. Alright, again, same prompts. Alright, so what do we need to do? Alright, since we got a GUI. Alright, so we got two of them. The setup was super simple. You IP it, make sure you got a free IPs. I'm saying free, not three. Got coconut too. And then you're off to the races. We got the freemium edition. We don't need to license this, but you can set this up and use some pool licensing. All cool stuff. But we're just doing an initial setup, and we're going to try to do it right. So we're going to set it up in an HA pair. Right. So we need to RPC. It asks us to change that. Right. So we're going to edit it. You know, we'll just leave it. All right, we're going to turn off secure. We're not doing anything secure. All right, and we're going to do the same thing on this one, RPC. All right, edit. Yep, we're just turning that off. Leaving the default password. I think we don't, yeah, we can leave it alone. All right, so again, we're back on here. Nodes. All right, so we're going to add our secondary node. I wish I'd just put in the dot for you. I mean, it should kind of know. I don't know. 35.205. There we go. All right, NS root. NS root. Nope. Forgot we set a password. All right, we're not doing secure access. We'll create. Yep, we know. All right, and let's refresh. Oh my goodness. Refresh. Let's log out. Uh-oh. One secondary node. Oh. What should have I done? I'll show you. Failed to connect to primary. No big deal. Alright, so we're going to set this. Here we go. So if you got an active situation going on and you're adding to it, say one of yours failed, whatever, make sure that will force failover. Yes. Okay. Alright, so one is back to our primary. We're going to edit. We're going to stay primary. Should did that from the get-go, but that's how you learn. Alright. Yep. We got a synchronization issue. No problem. We'll get to that. RPC. RPC. Alright, so we need to turn you off. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's go to RPC. Oh my goodness, I need to get rid of that. Alright, let me sign out and sign back in. That's root. Yep. I know. see. Alright, let's turn that off. Yep. Save. Alright, got all that secure stuff turned off. Let's go back to our nodes. And there you go. So we're not getting any sync errors. And now we have something to work with. So again, if we, what's a good, not really good, you can just force synchronization, in progress, success. Alright, so now we're good from a lab standpoint. So now we have our NetScaler, ADC, application delivery controller. We're using VPX, virtual appliance, premium edition. We got that set up. Very quick and easy. So now, well not now, but in the next video, we'll continue. We'll set up another Citrix DDC storefront. We will connect those together. The database is still on one server. We'll get to that. We'll set up a SQL cluster or a separate SQL server. But we'll set up two servers to have some failover. And then we'll load balance storefront on the ADC. And then we'll have a pretty good home lab with some high availability. How's that sound? That sounds good to me. But there are some cool features with this latest stuff, since we already got set up, and that we'll probably get to, is XenApp Zen Desktop. They got a wizard. I'll just walk you through setting this up. You can do it through a web interface or storefront. I mean, come on. You can't beat that. Yeah, dashboard. Most of this stuff is old and set up. But anyhow, we got there. It was quick and easy. Got set up. Just some key things is the network. Yeah, it's probably very similar within Hyper-V if you're using Hyper-V. Set to use NAT. And then, since we're not using any type of certificates, we're not being secure, just turn all that stuff off and then you'll get the pair to work to sync. I hope you learned something, but we're on the way to doing some pretty cool things. All right.